Okay, so just checking in, how are you feeling? And just have a breath. So it's really important to have a breath, just to check in. It really is, because it's like, actually, okay, this is me. And what we're actually doing is getting present. When you want to just get on with it straight away, you're in your head. So just feel your feet into the floor, knees soft, hips forward, tummy's engaged. Come to that in a minute. Chest open, shoulders up, back and down, chin softly tucked in, eyes on the horizon, lengthen through the spine. So we're in a standing posture. It's really good to anchor in the standing posture, just so that, you know, if you're out and about or at a party or something, you could go into standing posture and you stood there with your glass very elegantly. Do you know what I mean? It's just kind of those moments where, rather than it's like standing posture, you're going to look your best in standing posture because you're long and elegant. And then pelvic floor on, 30% front, middle and back pelvic floor, and then up to the diaphragm with the tummy muscles. So just noticing that, and then have a breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. So just by doing this, you are getting present. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Okay, let's take the feet to the sides, keep those core muscles on, and keep that breath going. What does getting present actually mean? It means getting out of your head. Why do we want to get out of our heads? So we want to get out of our heads so that the energy is distributed throughout the body. So feel the feet on the floor and have deep breaths whilst we do this, and keep the core on. Coming round, just really opening the body out, tapping buttocks. And again, one of the reasons for tapping the buttocks and the hips is getting you into your body. So Pilates is exercise therapy. It's looking after ourselves in a therapeutic way. So when you go to a natural health practitioner or an alternative health practitioner, they're giving you a treatment. And what we're doing here is giving ourselves a treatment. So we're just getting the hands on the hips, coming round and up. So we're getting the energy out of the head into the body, which is why it's body-mind practice. Coming up. And right now, this is called spine mobility. So we're releasing the spine. So reminding you that the spine goes out of alignment a lot easier than we think, just by carrying really heavy bags. Somebody was on this week, I can't remember who it was, but they said they'd just been lifting some heavy pots, and her back was sore from just lifting pots that were a bit too heavy in the garden. You know, it's that whole thing. I just want to get that done, but they were just too heavy for her, and then her back's sore. So it's things like that, let's take the arms at right angles, that sometimes we do things that actually the body's not actually strong enough to do, but we want them done. And you know, there's probably a way of doing it that maybe we can do, where we need to use some sort of lifting thing, or get somebody else to help, or ask somebody else to do it, but we want it done, and then, oh, my back's gone out. So just remembering, it was yesterday we were talking about driving through water in the rain, and I saw something that was a sort of warning saying, don't take the risk. And it's a funny thing that, you know, when there is deep water, you just drive through it with your eyes closed, going, I hope this works. And a lot of the time it does, but it's like, actually, why are we risking driving through water when the car might be completely messed up after that, and then you've got a day of, oh, I'm stuck in the middle of this water and the whole thing I can't do. So it's the same with lifting heavy pots or pushing the body. Why take the risk? You know, just, it really, 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 really isn't worth it. I've seen it so many times in classes. Let's go the opposite way. Painting, for instance, people painting their houses, and they're exhausted, but they carry on because they just want the job done, just want to get it done, and then have ended up with wrist and elbow injuries for about 6 months, or shoulder injuries, because they just wanted it done. I've just, back problems. I was pushing and I just thought, over push, back problems. I've got somebody at the moment that's had a really chronic back problem from over pushing, had injections, steroid injections into her back, all the shoulders back. So my invitation is really to listen to the body. You know, I would love to run. I'm not a natural runner, and I have gone over on my ankles a lot in my life. I have got very tiny ankles, and I think about running and then think about road running and thinking about the tarmac and sort of jarring myself, or I would love to run on land. I think there's something really lovely about that. But I have gone over, you know, when your foot goes down a dip, and it's just, oh, and because of my work, I don't want to injure myself, so I don't run, because I probably just need fantastic trainers and somebody to go, this is where you need to run, but I haven't got around to that. But I'm just using that as an example. Let's go up and down by the shoulder. I don't want to injure myself because my work is exercise, and so I really think about what I'm doing with my body, because I did injure myself really badly. It was wearing massive shoes at a festival and went over them. Yeah, so it's just making those decisions. That was a silly decision. That was a vanity decision. Do you know what I mean? It's like chin to the chest and up. So making mindful decisions about the choices we make. We want to still live and have an exciting life and have adventures, but not making those decisions, you know, those moments where you go, I knew I shouldn't have done that. The invitation is in with what we're doing with our bodies is to just be a bit more aware of the choices you're making. You know, overriding, I just want it done. Does your body just want it done? Quite often not. And if we do override quite often, we'll either get an injury or a tweaky injury or exhaustion. The body will have been telling you. So listening to our bodies more. Turn the head to the side. There's sometimes that it's a good idea to do things like when I have a shower in the morning. I absolutely hate having a cold shower. It's not what I think, oh great, it's cold shower time now. But I love how it makes me feel. So those of you that wild swim, it's such a energy boost and a refreshment and exhilarating feeling. But I know it's not going to injure me. I know it's going to make me feel better, but I don't want to do it. So there's a different thing there. Do you know what I mean? It's circling round, finding those moments of doing those things that are actually going to make you feel better. and stopping the ones where you're overriding. Circle round, keeping those tummy muscles on. And hands on the hips, nice big circle, circle round. Big circles. And the other way. Nice big circles. Again, you can really exaggerate these circles. The more you exaggerate them, the more you're going to really relieve your hips, but remembering not to over push. It's a real art finding when to stop and when to push a bit more, and you know, ultimately we mess up and get it wrong sometimes. But I think with doing Pilates, you stop making those mistakes so much. It does definitely limit injury because you're more aware of your body and what's going on. There's a mindfulness in that you bring to it. Over to the side. Remember your breath, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Let's go diagonal for 3 each side. And then let's open out in the hip, lengthen through the body, opening out, lengthening. And the other side, opening out. Nice big wide circles, working with your body, nice smooth, slow flowing movements. And forward, lengthen through the body. And then let's do toes round, hands on hips. So first of all, just toes opening out like a half moon. And the other side, half moon. Again, slow. So it's not sort of, we want to feel into what's going on in the foot, in the ankle. And I just got a little click there. We're wanting the body to put itself back into alignment. The little click was a bone that was slightly out. And then circle round. You know, we need these ankles to keep working. So remember, it's slow movements. It's not about fast movements. If it's fast, you're in your head. You are not in the movement. Slow. It's like we're giving ourselves a service or an MOT. I just got another click there. You know, these tiny little bones. Another little click. So those little clicks are not generally not bad things there. 3 one way. And the other. Fingers to the ceiling, reaching up, open, out, in. Torso slowly coming down. Come down. Have a big breath in. Let the head hang. Let the arms be soft and hang. Lengthen through the back of the legs. So straighten the legs, but not locking the knees. Have a big breath. Out. And then as you come up, keep the arms soft, keep the head soft, and let the arms just come up to the front of the body. Okay, let's take the feet in. We're going to do that again. So arms coming up, reaching up, and then we've got our feet in pigeon toes. Take the hands in pigeon toes as well. And then coming down like this. Pelvic floor, tummy on, bending from the waist, coming down, controlling from your core. And then when you get down, the hands can be facing in, but just let the legs straighten, let the head hang and the arms straighten, but the hands are in. Breathe into the back ribs. Push the feet into the floor, slowly coming up. Drop the shoulders. And take the feet out. We can place the hands on the forearms, drop the shoulders. Opening out in your throat, drop the shoulders, inhale. And bending from the waist, tummy muscles on, slowly coming down. Let the head hang, let the arms hang, lengthen through the legs. Lift up the tailbone. Take the head to the floor, the arms hanging, even though they're holding on the forearms, still just hanging loose. Let the body release itself. Engage the tummy muscles, slowly coming up. Arms can come up this time, reaching up, back and down. We're going to take the feet wide, slightly pointing out. Breath in, slowly coming down. Taking the hands to the floor if you can. Again, lengthen those legs, so straightening the legs. The more you straighten the legs, the more you really feel it in the hamstrings. And if you're really happy with being with the hands on the floor and you could go further, that's when you can take the hands on the forearms and go further. And then take the hands forward, sort of wide leg, downward dog, and then send the armpits and the legs back. Let the head hang. And then take the hands over to the foot. And take the hands over to the other foot. Back to the center, push the feet into the floor. You can bring the arms up, take the thumbs back and open out. Then step in. And what we're going to do now is take one foot across the other. Forward a bit. Whichever leg is in front, same arm in front, hands on the shoulders, open out in the throat, bending forward. You can feel the body just saying thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Head down, tailbone up, releasing the head, let the head hang, take the tailbone up. So as we release these muscles, as we release the tension in the body, you can feel your whole being starts to feel happier. It feels more open, it feels more relaxed. Feels more at home, you feel more comfortable in your body. Inhale. Push the feet into the floor, slowly coming up, reaching up. I feel younger. I feel healthier. So what else do you feel? Ear to the shoulder with allowing the body to lengthen and release. Big breaths. Can you feel that your mind's calmed down? And you're feeling more at peace. Got all that energy into the body now. Inhale, use your tummy muscles to come up and over. And open out, tummy muscles on, and slowly come down. Let the head go calmly. And slowly coming down. And coming up, use your tummy muscles to keep you stable, lateral fingers back and down. The idea is that we move gracefully. And swapping over. Lengthen up. Bending from the waist, slowly coming down. Head down, tailbone up. Let the head go down. Push the feet into the floor, slowly coming up, reaching up. Open out the armpits, one arm up, one arm down and over. Up, over. Arms out and slowly down. And up and slowly down. And this time thumbs back and down. And gracefully coming out. Have a breath.